if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Let's go. What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right, guys. Welcome, everyone, to the Peti Kish Hun Live. I'm back with another video live stream for you all to watch. Today we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot of topics here and there, a lot of quick ones, but also some interesting other topics. It's going to be all over the place, just saying, today. So that is for sure going to be it. I thank you everyone so much. And yes, as well as these live streams have been doing pretty well. Pretty decent. Could be doing better, obviously, but it is a start. So while you guys wait for my other videos to come out, we have something else in the background for you guys to watch for a little bit, stream. So I want to connect with my my followers, my subscribers, as well as new people that want to join in and see what it's all about and get into the conversation and talk about things that we're passionate about or we love to talk about. Yeah. So we got a lot of things here, especially right there. Well, it left now, but there was Chrono Trigger on there. So I think we should start off with Chrono Trigger itself because there is something I want to talk about with Chrono Trigger recently. One of the best JRPGs classics ever made. So what happened is, let's just start with this one. So we get it here. Go here. Here we go. So I tweeted this out or X, whatever you want to call it. I still call it tweets. But so Chrono Trigger turns 30 today, guys. Holy crap. 30 years old of Chrono Trigger. One of the greatest JRPGs ever made. It's up there with a lot of other ones with Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy. Chrono Trigger is a legendary series. Mostly Chrono Trigger. Chrono Cross, it's all right. I would say it's okay. But Chrono Trigger is the one that a lot of people have a lot of fond memories of. As me, remember playing this with my friends. Never beat it, but I love the whole premise. I love the whole thing about Chrono Trigger. I would definitely go back. I definitely want to go back and actually beat it. But Chrono Trigger is a classic, and it's still considerably one of the best JRPGs ever made. So I said Chrono Trigger will always, there's a typo, always be timeless, a timeless classic. Just like I remember, holy moly, 30 years. Yup, that's insane. And I saw this other one with Bonding into Comics just bringing this up. And it says, in honor of Chrono Trigger's 30th anniversary, Square Enix announces plans for various projects that will extend beyond the world of the game. Now you ask yourself, Square Enix doesn't give a crap about Chrono Trigger. It was Squaresoft in the past, right? Well, yeah. So they're pretty much saying, let me see, there's a tweet here, and they said, today marks the 30th anniversary of the release of Chrono Trigger. In 1995, this timeless masterpiece that transcends generations and is still talked about today was born from a dream project by, let me zoom in, Yoshi, I'm going to butcher these Japanese names. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. I'm sorry. I'm bad at names. Yuji Tori of Dragon Quest, Akira Toriyama. I know that one from Dragon Ball. And Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy. There you go. As we mark the 30th anniversary, we would like to express our gratitude to everyone who has played Chrono Trigger so far. And over the next year, we will be launching various projects that go beyond the world of the game. The latest information will also be posted on the Square Enix official X, so please look forward to it. There you go. Chrono Trigger turns 30. At current, Square Enix has yet to provide any details on what the Chrono Trigger birthday plans may include. However, given their vague mention of various projects, speculation suggests that rather than any new game, fans are instead more likely to end up getting a merchandise line, possibly OVA, or a collaboration with some of the gacha games. I guess. More likely, Square likes money. They probably will try to merchandise this as much as they can. We see some comments here. No one trusts them. Also, funny, Kingdom Hearts anniversary was a little while ago. They ignored that. This company has to go. Yeah, that is kind of disrespectful for sure. Kingdom Hearts is huge too, and they did not even mention Kingdom Hearts. That's pretty selfish. Pass. It's current day Square Enix, which is a shame because I do enjoy the game. From current day Square, pass. And there you go. So people are saying pass on it, but they do love the game, and people probably will play it today as a memory of Chrono Trigger. And a lot of people who created it, a lot of the masterminds behind Square, who pretty much helped Square as it is today, all the masterminds with Chrono Trigger, with Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and Dragon Ball creator that passed away a year ago, I would say. It was a year ago? I think it was. It's been such a long time. But yeah, so this series will go on, or this game in general, this will go on. It is to be said that if Square wants to, they could do, like I said, a remake, a remaster, or if they want to, they could re-release this game again on newer platforms or something. I don't know. What they could do is do a new Chrono Trigger. Bring back all the people that created Chrono Trigger and do a brand new story arc. That could be interesting too, but I don't know. Square Enix, like those people said, they don't care for Square anymore. Square Enix it's a shell of itself. I agree. It's not the same as it used to be. Squaresoft used to be better. But yeah, I don't know. But yes, I am very happy for Chrono Trigger for the 30th anniversary, and more to come with Chrono Trigger. I feel like more and more we get closer and more people get nostalgic to this Chrono Trigger thing. Square is going to try to do something with the game itself or the franchise. We will see. But it has been dormant. Oh! No, I don't want the curtains. Okay. We're starting it out again. But yeah, that's it for Chrono Trigger. Just want to bring it up a little bit. We're doing fast topics here. So, next topic. Split Fiction just came out recently, and it has been doing really well, which is actually surprising because I didn't see Split Fiction getting a lot of attention. I know it's from the guys who made what is it called? It Takes Two, which won like Game of the Year and stuff, and it got so many rewards and people loved it for what it was. But I didn't know it's gonna get this much praise. So let me try to find here. Split Fiction. Here we go. Guess I don't have it. I don't have Split Fiction. Okay, so I thought I had the article here. Oh well. So Split Fiction came out last week, and as we look at Steam charts here, it did really good. 95%, 90%, 95.90% of people liked it. It's doing well critically and user score. It's doing both really well. And even the game itself is doing really well. So I think it sold like 1 million copies, which, if you think about, is 2 million because this game in general takes 2 people to play the game pretty much. You could play by yourself, but it's mostly just 2 people. That's the whole gimmick of this game. You got to play with friends, with 2 friends. So you get the game and you can give a code to a friend or whatever to play the game with you. That's the whole gimmick of here too. So they pretty much sold double of the game itself to other people. So this is why this is a high all peak high 2 days ago. It's because of that. If this game was just by itself and you couldn't get a friend to play this game, would it be this high? Probably not. But this company itself has been doing really well with the 2 brothers, the Sons one, the Tales of the 2 Brothers. What is it called? Inside Out 2. No, it wasn't Inside Out. I'm trying to think of something else. A Way Out. That's what. A Way Out. That Prison Break game. That was really fun. I played that one. It Takes Two, and now Split Fiction. So yeah, people are saying also, I saw on the internet where it's a woke game and everything. Yeah, at the beginning when I saw the trailers and stuff, I thought it would be not as interesting, but then it found out that no, it's actually not that woke at all. It's just a pure game itself with some story elements here and there. The story is not as good as I heard of people saying playing this game. The story is not as good as It Takes Two, but it is still a really fun game. Has no woke implementation in it, really. There's nothing really that annoying about it. Even the developer, the main director, the guy who came at a few years ago, he went to the Game Awards and he said, fuck the Oscars. That's the guy who created this. And yeah, he said about it, he's like, I don't care. I just want to make games. I hate microtransactions. I hate how like the game industry is pretty much now. But I just want to make fun games made for gamers, kind of deal. And that resonated with a lot of people. So people actually checked this out and people enjoyed it. So that's good, He's pleasing the fans. He's pleasing, people to actually give it a try and play it and what it is, He was very happy about the situation, and it's doing well. So it is, I heard, contender of Game of the Year, which I wouldn't be surprised. But this company has been getting a lot of bangers out, and they should be proud of what they've done. It's really good and really refreshing to see different kind of games, because this game is all over the place. It's like a platformer. It looks like most of it is like a platform, but there's different elements to it with different games and a lot of references to other video game franchises out there for Split Fiction. So good for them. Good for them. I am glad to see it. All right. Let's get back. Okay. So we're done with Split Fiction. Let's get to the next topic here. So we got Chrono Trigger. We got Split Fiction. Let's go to this Nexus mod situation here. So Nexus mods, get mod here. Nexus mods has done something stupid once again. As we know, Nexus mods always has weird political problems when it comes to mods. Some mods are acceptable and some mods are not. But now it even exposes them even more of how a shitty company Nexus Mods is. How disingenuous this company is, how of a disgusting how this company functions in general. Okay. So here we go. Zoom in there for you guys. All right. So I'm on Pirate Nation. They had this Nexus mods. It's fine with you replacing the US flag with the Pride flag in Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales, but banned USA flags in Spider-Man 2. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, so you can see it. The Pride flags are okay to put up in Miles Morales Spider-Man. Nexus mods banned US flags and others at Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So you have the US flags, people just wanted to put that there, and the person got banned off there. Yeah, this is how do I say it? It's very unfair and it's very disgusting of a tactic, I would say, because this just shows their true colors and what they're promoting. So they can promote things that they want, but when I say Nexus or just generally any mod, people can do whatever they want, create whatever they want. You can have your gay pride flags up there. I don't care. I don't want people to take those away. I don't want people to take away the US flag, the American flag. I don't want them to take that away either. Give people options. Put it out there. Don't censor it. Don't take it away. Just give it there to people to mod. It's a community mod. It's free and people can have it. People shouldn't be censored to take out things that they don't want or want. You can have whatever you want. It should be there. Nexus shouldn't be censoring things like this at all. At all. It's just absurd of what they're doing. And I've seen this before more and more again. Like, what is allowed? What is not allowed? You should just let any mod in there. Just let it go. Let whatever you want go. Because Nexus has nude mods on there like crazy. And it never gets taken down or anything. But when it comes to an American flag, that's no, that's not good. But an LGBTQ or the gay pride flag is okay. What is this? Like, what is this? This is absolutely disturbing. Absolutely disturbing. This is absolutely weird. Well, I was going to go down, scroll down. I was like, oh, shit. Hopefully there's not anything new there for a second there. Okay. But, yeah, it's crazy. Why? This company is cooked. This is why other people are coming forward, other competitors, and asking. Like, DEG mods. They're another one. There's another mod place out there that they use. Forgot what it's called, based mods or something. There's other mod areas on the internet that you can find mods for that you can, people promote and they don't ban them like Nexus does. Because when Nexus does this, it just frustrates me and others out there to say like, why can we not do this? Why are you actually censoring us to do this? Like, it's not a big deal, It's not actually hurting anyone. But it seems like for Nexus, it's hurting them. They don't like this. You could tell this company's cooked. They're done for. And more, I think a lot of mod sites are going to come forward and they're going to take this down. They're going to take Nexus down because it really needs a competitor. It needs to have some sort of competition because this is absolutely disgusting what they're doing here. Like, why not? You can imagine having a Spider-Man, you had the Pride flag Spider-Man suit. That's okay. But when it's an American Spider-Man, the red, white, and blue, that's not good. Like if it's had stars on it or something, maybe more like patriotical, say. Let's just say that. That's not good. But an LGBTQ flag's okay, It's so dumb. It's so frustrating dumb. absolutely disturbing. Absolutely disturbing what they're doing with that. Absolutely.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Crazy. It's crazy. All right. Let's go to the next topic here. Okay, let's talk about some movies here, okay? So we got here, the big rounds are coming around with this new Harry Potter series. And I watched Harry Potter. It was a long time now, but I was a huge fan when I was a kid. I watched the Harry Potters. I read a little bit of the books. I used to love Harry Potter. As I got older, I'm not as, let's say, I'm not really of a fan anymore of Harry Potter, but I'll watch it, I'll enjoy it, I'll see a little thing about Harry Potter, but I really don't care as much for Harry Potter as I used to when I was younger. I don't know, maybe it's just times have changed and I have different, stories that I enjoy more now than Harry Potter, but whatever. It is what it is. And now this new HBO series for Harry Potter's coming out, and J.K. Rowling's behind it. The author for Harry Potter, and people are like, "Oh, it's gonna be good because J.K. Rowling's behind it." Well, seems like that's not the case, because it seems like this show is gonna get cooked hard. Everyone's disliking what they're seeing. Everyone's not approving what is going on. It destroys a lot of stuff from the books and the movies. It disrespects a lot of people that passed away, especially actors from the Harry Potter movies. It disrespects their character. It also disrespects a lot of the books, the stories, everything about the world of Harry Potter. So we have this. Let me see here real quick. Katus posted this, and I thought this was actually really good. And here we go. We have another in a long line of lazy virtual signaling race swaps with Snape. Now being black further reinforces that they only see legitimacy in white characters and think black should seal clap just because this Harry Potter show just tanked itself. And we could just watch this video. So what they did was they race swapped Snape. And I think there's going to be other people that will be race swapped or changed or gender swapped. But yeah, and J.K. Rowling approved of this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is not good. Kiss Harry Potter goodbye, because when this drops, it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be so hated, I feel like. It's gonna be like Game of Thrones last season where everyone just dislikes it. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird, but also a lot of people are gonna realize that a lot of this signal messaging that movies have been doing or changing or doing different things, they're not actually listening to fans, but also just canonizing things that don't make sense and destroying canon is what's going on here. So let's see this.
Well, the dumbasses did it. They actually race swapped Snape to be black. You know, a character that's vividly described in the books as being thin, having sallow skin, a long crooked nose, and black greasy hair. When they heard black and greasy, they must have thought, oh, let's cast a nigga in this role. It's so insulting, not only to the character of Snape, but to the actor that's going to be portraying him as well, because he is going to get so much shit thrown his way because y'all gave him a lazy race swap just because he's black. This backhanded way of representation going, here you go, little nigga, here, you could be represented in Harry Potter too. Let's just race swap a character, the laziest form of representation, and give it to you. Here.
It's true though. He's straight up telling you They're just jangling the keys, and then they're just like, well, you're gonna eat it up, right? You love it. I want to be representative. Well, you're representative now. You're British. You're black now, Snape. And you have nothing connected to the books whatsoever. It's like a completely different character. You know what? I wouldn't have been upset about this if it wasn't Snape and it was its own character. Maybe away from the books and made like a new character. I would be fine with the black wizard character. I would be okay with that. That's fine. But race swapping Snape, that is a little far-fetched. That's a little too much. And it's dumb. I just want to go through this a little bit. I just can't.
Yo, clap for us, niggas. You just lost all the goodwill that you had going into the show because you want a fucking virtue signal. I'm out of the show, and you just lost me and a majority of the people who were going to watch it because you want a race swap. Try to tell you guys, just because J.K. Rowling might be against the Transformers in the bathrooms doesn't mean that she's not a raging leftist. Prepare for Ron to be turned black because, you know, he's the poorest one in the wizarding community, and he's a ginger. Rearrange the letters in the word ginger, and you'll see why they race swap him.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Yup. That's so true, though. Have you ever seen, like, in movies where they race swap characters? One just given right now, and now I'm thinking about, is the Ariel one from Little Mermaid. Remember that? Remember the Ariel character? She was black, and she had red hair. She was a ginger. They do that a lot. They race swap things or they change it. And for some reason, black characters always are gingers for some reason, not naturally black hair. So it's very confusing, and it kind of makes sense now you arrange the letters around. Just saying. It's pretty obvious what they're doing. And if that's what's actually going around and they don't give a shit, that's kind of messed up. Like, Hollywood, this is what I'm saying. In general, they try to be so nice and they're trying to be inclusive, you know, diversity, equity, like with the DEI stuff. But in general, they're actually making it worse. They're making it more racial and making it more sexist, racist in some ways. With all those things, they're actually making it worse in that way. That's what I've been saying for a while. It's a dumb ideology. It's a dumb way of thinking. And this movie or this show is going to be cooked, this series. And yeah, I'm not going to be I don't know if I'm going to watch it, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I might just watch people watch it, to be honest. I'm not going to watch this show. I don't want to. I don't want to even support it, to be honest. I'll just see clips online and see it for myself, but I don't want to watch it. I think Harry Potter's done for. It's from the past. It's good as is. Could have been better, but I think it's fine as is. That's just it. Harry Potter has been gone for a while. It doesn't need to be made anymore. It's done. It's done. It's done. You could tell other stories from the Harry Potter universe. I'll be fine, but I don't want Harry Potter story anymore. Let's go and do some other stories. Like Hogwarts Legacy did. They did a different story. That's fine. Do that. Do what they're doing. Do different stories from the Harry Potter universe. Just do that. All right. Let's leave that with Harry Potter. And now we're going into 007, James Bond. So, movie talks here. Let's talk some more movies. So 007, as you know, the IP is now owned by Amazon. And they just announced this, I think yesterday. I saw this from Deadline, that James Bond will remain British and male. under Amazon's management of the character report. And I have to say this. I don't have the meme. Damn it. I have to open up the meme. Oh, man. All right. Let me try to open up the meme real quick. Let me open up this meme real quick. I was going to open it up and I was like, damn, I think I don't have it. This is what I think. Silence.
You don't say.
This is what I think. There you go. There you go.
You don't say. You don't say.
You don't say. Yep. Yep. So, James Bond's is going to be male and British. You don't say. Because there was rumor out there that they're going to, make him a woman, Jane Bond. It's not going to be British. There's all sorts of rumors. Well, they're just saying straight up, yeah, still going to be British and male. But is he going to be still race swapped? Because we just talked about Snape getting race swapped. Could James Bond be black? Could James Bond be Hispanic? Could James Bond be some sort of other race, Asian? Which James Bond has been sort of Asian in one of them. If you know, you know. If you're a Bond fan, you know what happened. He goes in disguise. James Bond gets disguised as an Asian, and forgot which one it was, but he disguises as an Asian. So yeah. So yeah, we don't know about that, but assume he's going to be white, obviously, and then British and male. Fine, because people were convinced that Amazon's not going to do it. Yeah, they could do some spin-offs, obviously, with Moneypenny, as well as Q, which I think they wanted to do, and just do a bunch of spin-offs. So they're going to milk this franchise as much as they can. Amazon's going to milk the heck out of this franchise. And, yeah, that's just it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this, a little update on James Bond himself and what's going on. They still don't know. There's no script. There's no director yet. There's no who's going to play James Bond. We don't know anything yet. This is just an update that they're just sticking in what everyone remembers. And what I want James Bond to do is I want him to go back to the basics. I don't want a modern James Bond. I want go back to the 60s or 70s kind of deal. Kind of that, Cold War era with Bond. I think that's a good history piece. They could just stick James Bond back in there some way. I think it would be fine. Yeah. Because Daniel Craig, if you think about it, he was probably the weakest Bond, I think, personally. A lot of other people think that too. But yeah, we just miss a classic old James Bond story. Just doesn't have to be complex. Just give me a little of that, Chad Bond, that takes down all these villains and does spy shit and just does it how it is. It doesn't have to be complex like the Daniel Craig's work. That's why I still enjoyed the Sean Connery ones too. But yeah, that is what it is for James Bond. James Bond, moving forward, I guess, he's going to be British and male. What a shocker, right? What a shocker. All right, what topics do we have here? I have so much still. We're going to spit through these and go to the main topics. So okay, we have this. Okay. Let's talk about this My Nintendo thing. So there's My Nintendo. So Nintendo, you have a Nintendo Switch and you have My Nintendo as well as gold from it. So it says Nintendo ditches rewards program in My Nintendo Gold points and vouchers. Changes coming to Switch 2. I've gotten an information news update from Nintendo. So if you guys still have gold saved up for your Nintendo games and your digital games, you should probably start using them, because after I think a year, they're gonna be obsolete, and you should probably start using them up anyway with the gold membership, because a lot of that is going away, and I think they're updating it for Switch 2, so they're gonna change My Nintendo if you use it. I don't really use My Nintendo that much. I go on there like maybe just to check out what's up, because I got news articles from Nintendo from my emails. So they just updated me, and they're like, yeah, your gold stuff is going away. You should probably get something with them. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is just an update for you guys to check out your My Nintendo and your gold points to see what's up, because this thing they're doing, Nintendo and the Switch 2, it seems like it's going to be going away. So definitely check that out. And if you do have My Nintendo, or if you're a Switch owner, check that out, because it's going away. Okay. Next topic. There's a lot here. Okay, so I want to do something fun at the very end, guys. So I want to just continue going and going. Okay, so what we got? Got here. So we got to game stuff again. Yes. So let's talk about what's going on with the title of this video, of this stream, with Capcom. So Capcom is putting someone in charge, and it's going to be recent, actually. It's coming this April. So it says right here, Monster Hunter series producer is being put in charge of all of Capcom's development division. Raizo Shinjimoto will be promoted to chief producer officer next month. So that means he's going to be the lead. The Monster Hunter producer series guy is going to be the lead for all of Capcom's games moving forward. He's going to look at them and see what's up. This, I say, okay. You know, Monster Hunter Wilds did very well. It made 8 million copies, first couple of days. And it was one of the biggest games Capcom has sold. So they're like, okay. They're like, let's make him lead for Capcom's directing position, division. Development position. And I say, good. I think he deserves it. But at the same time, let's not forget that there was also problems with this game, and still have problems with this game, with PC players, as well as there's bug issues and a lot of other things. So if he's looking at all these Capcom games and he's the lead for them now, and he's looking, at the development and everything, and keep an eye on everything, I think he should also explain what is going on with a lot of the PC problems and all this stuff. Because, yeah, he deserves it for sure. I think he would be in a good position for it. Hopefully. We'll see what he does. But he's been there for a while. I think he's been there since the 90s. So he's been fully in Monster Hunter series for a long time, and good for him. Good for him. But I think he needs to also look at optimization issues any problems with the game performance, all that. Because you can also sell a game and still sell a game that's unplayable. So 50-50 with this one for me. I think, yeah, it's good, I guess. I don't know who the last one was, but it's because he made a bunch of money for Capcom really fast, and Monster Hunter is respected as one of the biggest IPs now. Bigger maybe than Street Fighter and Resident Evil now. So it's up there. And they're just like, okay, let's make him lead now. I don't know. I think it's okay. I think it's fine, but we'll see what happens, especially with this RE engine. This RE engine needs some sort of update. I think they're going to do the Crisis or whatever it's called, the RE Crisis or RE something. I don't know. They're updating the engine itself. I think it's about time it needs an update for sure. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what goes with Capcom. Maybe this is a positive thing. Maybe this is a negative thing. We don't know yet. We don't know what moves he's going to make. But hopefully it's good. Hopefully Capcom's going in a good direction. Even with some scummy things they've been doing recently. But hopefully they're at least, let's just say their games are popular and people love their games franchises. They're good. They're actually decent games. They're actually have effort into them than most Western games today that are made. So we'll see. We'll see with this one. But I just want to bring it up. It was interesting. All right, so there was a new showing. The next topic here. It was a new showing for Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding 2. It was shown off at some sort of event, and they showed off the game, and the game looked good from what I saw from trailers. It looks like a cinematic movie in a lot of ways. And I thought it had some cool references because I'm a huge Metal Gear fan. You've seen the trailer, I'm not going to show you the trailer because I don't want anything, Kojima coming after my ass. And it had little references to Solid Snake, which was really cool. But it also had stuff from the last one coming back for Death Stranding 2, Death Stranding 1 to Death Stranding 2, obviously. But there is, it seems more interesting in that fact. But it seems like it's going to be more than just a walking simulator. Obviously, it still has the walking stuff, But it seems like there's some sort of war aspect going on for Death Stranding. And there's going to be more combat-orientated stuff, which that was kind of missing a little bit in the first one, I think. I still going to play the first one, but what I've heard, yeah, it's more walking and less shoot. And vice versa. But they also showed off a pre-order collector's edition, and it seems like people are kind of furious about it. So, I'm on the Gamer, which like them, hate them. I really don't like them, but I thought this was an interesting topic. PSA, don't pre-order the Death Stranding 2 collector's edition. Why? Why not pre-order it? Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is coming to PlayStation 5 on June 26, 2025. A lot of earlier than many expected. Hideo Kojima, latest game to arrive. I'm not complaining. So, excuse me. And so that, and then why doesn't Death Stranding 2 Collector's Edition come with the game? So it seems like everything is coming with it besides the game. So here it is, set to retail for $229.99. So $230 max. The Death Stranding 2 on the Beach Collector's Edition includes a Magdalene Man statue, a Dolmen figure, art cards, and a letter from Hideo Kojima himself. It will also grant you access to a variety of digital content ranging from firearms to patches you can use to make your the deliveries just a little bit easier. Interestingly, though, Kojima Productions is offering players a digital code for the game instead of a physical copy or a steelbook, which predictably has the community up in arms. So there you go. That's what you got. So people are pissed that they're paying for $230 of like this big package here. Most of it is digital, but there are also like a statue. There's some cards, a letter from Hideo Kojima himself, and a lot of digital things to make the game a bit easier. And then you get a digital code. And people are furious that why am I not getting a physical CD or a steelbook, CD, a special one for this game? I'm spending a lot of money for this game. They usually do that, though. And this is the issue with the digital world right now, that a lot of these game companies are trying to sell you these big products, these big exclusive things. But when you come to the game itself, the game is just, not given any special quality to it. Like at least give us like a map or something like cool, interesting. I remember getting limited edition or special editions of stuff. And you'd always get a different cover for your game case when you have your CD in it. Now you don't have that no more. Or you get an exclusive golden cartridge. Remember those? The golden cartridge? And then you had the one that was just gray. That was the original one. So if you had the golden one, you're like, whoa, that's so sick. Look how cool what I have. Like you can show it off, But now everything's just digital and it's just given to you. So he's like, oh, it's a statue and this and that. Like all this, it's like, is it actually worth it? I don't know. If you're a Death Stranding fan, it might be. But at the same time, I would be disappointed because I'd be like, so I have to buy this game again on, CD again, too, because I don't want this digital code. Like I would just, if I was a Death Stranding fan, which I still need to play the first game. I have it, but I haven't played it yet. I would just literally, if I was like grabbing this, which probably it's already sold out, pre-order it, get this. And then when you have the code, I would just give it to someone, raffle it off or just give it to a friend or something. That's what I would do. And then get the CD. But it's just... It's a nuisance. It's just It's just nonsense, and a lot of just getting hyped for nothing. Pretty much. I don't know. Some of these collector editions are worth it, and then some are not. It depends on it. Because I was really wanting the collector's edition for what was it? It was for Resident Evil 2 Remake when it first came out. I really wanted that box. And I had all this cool stuff in it, and I really wanted because it had also like a Leon little mini statue of it too. And same for Resident Evil 4 Remake and other games too. They had the statues, and I really wanted those statues, but I never got them. I just got the game itself, and I was like, damn, because they don't have any special. They never show those statues again. I don't know if they're even worth it, to be honest, but they never Capcom never like got them on their stores or their merchandise to sell the statues themselves, But I really wanted it. But I never did. Never got it. I just got the game, that was it. And then I got like little perks and little bonuses, digital stuff for the game. Which it was a better experience, obviously, because of the music packs. You get better music. But overall, sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. I could see it. But in this situation, this seems a little too high. Too high of a stake. Even for Kojima himself. Like I said, Hideo Kojima is a mastermind, But he's crazy. He has a lot of interesting things. He's probably one of the bigger storytellers in the business. But the thing is with Kojima is he had a lot of help, which a lot of people don't know that. And that's why I think he's one of the most overhyped. Like I said this in my last one with The Last of Us with Neil Druckmann. He's also overhyped. A lot of these people, directors and producers who make these games that are like in the lead roles, sometimes they're just full of themselves and they have a lot to show for it. But without, Kojima, they wouldn't be Metal Gear, obviously. But at the same time, he had a lot of help behind him writing these stories to make them better. But it seems like Death Stranding, is his own thing. And I don't think it resonated as much as he thought it did. I know there is a fan base for it a little bit, but I don't think it's as big as Metal Gear is. Just saying out there. But it is something people enjoy, though. Either way. Okay. That's it for Death Stranding. Let's go into the topic ahead of this last thing we're going to go into here is... So, if you guys are still here or just watching, I wanted to do my own top, let's say 20 for now. I don't know if I'll do a top 20 or top 10 for games that I would like to see remakes of or remasters. Remakes, remade, obviously, and remasters. And I was thinking about, this is like for my next video. Obviously, I'm going to be making this. And I thought we could just talk about a little bit in here to see what you guys think about these choices for these games. So, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if I could zoom in. No, if I zoom in, it makes it worse. Yeah, it makes it worse. Yeah, it makes it worse. Whatever. I'll just name these up for you guys. So, I put a top 20 of remasters or remakes I would like to see. Top 20 I put. So I put I recently started playing this, actually. The Witcher. The very first Witcher. We have, as we know, there is rumors out there right now, or leaks out there. People have been talking about that. Yes, there is a Witcher remake coming. The very first Witcher. But in this whole category, this is like a what-if scenario. If the game actually was good, it wasn't altered too much to be, let's say, modernized for the modern audience. This was actually almost like a one-to-one remake in a good way. Not really, I would say, a reimagining. Maybe some of these could be reimagined, but I feel like most of these would just be remade, or the engine would be changed a bit, tweaked a bit, or altered in a new engine, obviously. But most of these, I think, should have the core essence of the game, what it was before, just changed and made better, controls-wise, UI-wise, just update it for modern standards, obviously, for make it, a bit better, more excessive. So I said Witcher 1, of course, I think, because I've recently been playing this, and it is fun. It is fun. For a 2007 game, Witcher 1, it is very fun. It definitely gives me Fable 1 vibes, but the game is absolutely hard. I need like a guide right now. I'm looking at guides. I don't know what I'm doing, what's going on. It's very vague in a lot of ways, what quests you have to do, what main quest, what side quest. It's super vague of a game. And the combat is very clicky because you have to click your mouse. If you ever played Witcher 1, it's all clicking with your mouse and movement. It's all keyboard and mouse. I don't think there was a console. You can't use your controller. It's very clunky. It's not bad. I don't hate it, but it is very clunky. And it has some interesting concepts in there that I actually enjoy. A lot of like old RPG style games. Really cool. I think it needs a remake, but I want it to be faithful to the remake. I think it would be okay to change some things around here and there. Not for modernized audiences. No, no, no. Keep everything the same. It's very dark, very let's just say very straightforward. A lot of the characters straightforward. I don't want any stupid nuance in it or messaging. Just straight up do what the story was and what characters there were and what situations happened. And change the combat a bit. Make it more closer to like Witcher 3 style or something. But everything I think should be the same. Okay, and now the next one I have here is Legend of Dragoon. I always hear good things about this. Most of the games on here is going to be PS1 because I feel like PS1 and 64 era needs the most remakes or remasters because they're a little bit outdated and the polygons are not the best looking compared to like a lot of 16-bit games today or from the past, like on Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis with the 32-bit as well. I think a lot of the polygons, so N64 and PS1, I think are usually the culprits, I think, that need more remakes. So I thought The Legend of Dragoon, I hear good things about it, never played it, and I thought, why not make it a remake? I want to play it again, or I just want to play it in general. I've heard good things about it, and I want to jump in and play it, but I just don't know how or when or whatever. But maybe if it was like even a remaster would be fine, but I think it would be remade. Remake for the game would be pretty sick. How would I want it to play? I don't know. I don't want it to be action RPG. I think JRPG style turn-based, I think would be okay for it. It would probably be a niche game, to be honest, for a lot of people, but I think it would be good. And then we have Killzone for the next one. I said Killzone 1. A lot of people are like, fuck Killzone. We don't care about Killzone. Some people like Killzone. I'm one of those people where I'm like, I think Killzone 1 instead of Killzone 2. Because Killzone 1, I think, was like a top-down shooting game, right? I don't think it was first person. First person was Killzone 2. I think that would be interesting. So this one would be a whole remake, and it would change the premise of it to go into first person. You could even put here, I didn't put it on here, but I think Killzone would be a better choice for PlayStation, especially right now. They need a first-person shooter game since Concord failed, obviously. Why not bring back Killzone? I don't know what they're doing with Killzone, that franchise. They need to bring it back or something. It wasn't that hated. It was interesting. It just needs better storytelling a bit. And it has to have something that people to get attached to in general. And just give us good, fluent movement, speed, gameplay-wise, shooting first person, and give us a good online multiplayer. I think that would be a good choice for that. Yeah, for sure. For Killzone. What else Killzone? Now I'm thinking about Killzone. Yeah, same with like a Resistance. If you played on PS3, Resistance is another one that could also replace Killzone, but I think Killzone would be a better choice. I feel like Resistance could come back, but I want to pick Killzone for this one. All right, next is Medieval 2. So there was a remake of Medieval 1 on PS4, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. I really liked that game. But Medieval 2 needs to come out. Come on. You can't have Medieval 1 get remade over and over again and not have a remake of Medieval 2. It's so dumb. And that's the one I haven't played. I played Medieval 1 so many times, but Medieval 2 is the one I haven't played, and I was one of the people that were wanting Medieval after I platinumed Medieval 1 remake. I was like, I'm ready for Medieval 2. But it seemed like it didn't sell enough. But now I think Sony's going into the library of older games and bringing them back. I think it's time to bring back Sir Daniel Fortescue again for Medieval 2. I thought it would be a good one to bring back again, for sure. Same with Star Wars The Old Republic. I think that game definitely needs a return for sure. It's still playable, but some of the mechanics are now older. Obviously, it needs updating. A lot of things for this RPG. It's one of the best, or if not one of the best Star Wars games ever made. And it really needs it. The story's so good for this. What is to say? Just don't modernize it. Don't make it crazy. Stick to what it is. Remake it as it could be. Make it better. Make it more approachable for people to play. Don't make it too easy, obviously, but make it as fun as it could be for an RPG. Yeah, that would be great. That's the premise of pretty much. It was the Old Republic. Thanks to the Old Republic, you had the big franchise for Mass Effect. So, yeah. I know there was rumors about a remake coming out for Old Republic, but it was scrapped because it could have messed up the story and changed it so much that unrecognizable to the original. And I hate that when that happens because then it's just a reimagining. That's what happened with Final Fantasy VII remakes. It was more of a reimagining because, yes, there are parts you remember, but they have so much new things in it and story changes that it feels like a reimagining, not another story that you remembered, but now it's altered and changed. That's what I thought about. So I don't want Star Wars Old Republic to do that either. I just want it to be what it was, like I played it when it came out. But now it's just, with better graphics, better movement, obviously control-wise, and, better UI, just better in general in, a newer engine. That's it. Everything can be the same. Next, I say Silent Hill 1. Because when I saw Silent Hill 2 was getting a remake, I was like, why not Silent Hill 1? Like a lot of people were asking that question. I was like, okay, so Silent Hill 2, I understand it's the most popular Silent Hill next to Silent Hill 1 and 3, but come on, we got to do Silent Hill 1. We got to do it where it all started, from the survival horror aspect. Silent Hill, the big franchise. So Silent Hill 1 definitely needs a remake, for sure. Again, 1-to-1. A lot of changes of the mechanics, all that. But I don't want it to what Silent Hill 2 did, which I am still upset about. They changed it so much. It's still the same game. Everything's the same. It's just the effort of some performances didn't hit as hard as the original did for Silent Hill 2. And a lot of changes that didn't feel as emotional as the original was either. I don't know. For some reason, they did some changes that didn't hit as hard. And overall, I think Silent Hill 2 Remake was just a mid-game. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. It was definitely close to it, but not. For some reason, maybe it's the engine itself, the limitations back in the day for the new and the old. Maybe that's what made it more scary, and it felt more, the performances just felt better. I don't know. And there's a lot of things that just felt better from what it was made for Silent Hill 2. But I don't know. For this one, I think it should be either way. Silent Hill 1 definitely needs a makeover. Needs a better version of it for Silent Hill 1. Next, Devil May Cry 2. There was rumors again about Devil May Cry 1 getting a remake. And I was like, why 1? Let's do 2. 2 is the most needed of a remake. It's almost to the point where the gameplay doesn't feel like Devil May Cry. It's like a different game almost. There's a lot of weird aspects to it. I know there's people out there that love Devil May Cry 2, but a lot of people really think it's the weakest from the franchise. And I think that one needs the most makeover from all the Devil May Cries. Devil May Cry 2. Easily. So I'm okay with Devil May Cry 1 getting a remake. I hope it does well, not changed or altered too much. But I feel like Devil May Cry 2 could have an aspect of it that could make it a better game. It could do a redemption arc with the remake. Yeah. Because it's the time. Most of these games that did poorly before, and now people are like, oh, it's not that bad, but back then it was poor. They could get a redemption arc with a remake or remaster. It could be updated and changed to, changed enough where it is, let's just say, not altered fully, but changed to where the graphics and the gameplay feel more smooth. Like, I would say the gameplay feels more smoother than ever. Better UI. Love, like, tweaks here and there for Devil May Cry 2. I think could work. All right, so next we got Resident Evil Code Veronica X or whatever. This is also rumored. As a Resident Evil fan, Code Veronica is the one needed the most of a remake. I always said, I think instead of Resident Evil 4 having a remake, Code Veronica needed the most from all of them after 3. Even though 3 was a mess up of a game. Not as a good. That was actually not a good remake. A fun game, but not a good remake, in my opinion. But Code Veronica definitely needs it. There's a lot of things in there that could be altered and changed and made better for modern times. Definitely graphics. Some story plots, yes, you can change, keep it the same, obviously, but a lot of, like, some tedious stuff that's in that game could be changed and made better. Take some stuff out of there that could work out for Code Veronica, but that one needs the most love from all the Resident Evils right now if it was remade. All right, next, Dino Crisis. I think this one is a given for sure. Dino Crisis will be getting a remake. It was like the top game choice at the Capcom, what is that? You Choose event they had a few months back. Like, Dino Crisis was always top in everyone's list. People are wanting a survival horror Resident Evil style with dinosaurs. That's all it is. People are just hungry for more of that style of game. And I think a Dino Crisis could work out. And I think this one can be changed a little bit than the story, but I think it's still decent. I think it's still decent of a story. Could be altered and changed, and maybe a little bit, like, some of the story can be changed a little bit, because Dino Crisis, it has a following, but I don't think it's as big as a lot of people think it is. But I think Dino Crisis should be up here too for a remake. And then we got Mega Man Legends. Okay, I couldn't think of if I wanted Mega Man Original, Mega Man X, or Mega Man Legends. And I was like, Mega Man Legends, because it's been so long for Mega Man Legends. It's the third person, or it's pretty much third person platformer, kind of game for Mega Man. It's a lot of those PS1 games had it back in the day to show, like, how big the worlds are and the polygons and 3D worlds. I think this one also needs a makeover. And yes, it definitely would be awesome. I could see this being actually a remaster, kind of like the Tomb Raider, Lara Croft 1 through 3, and 4 through 6 kind of deal. I could see this one getting like a touch-up kind of deal, like a remaster for this. But I don't see it fully getting a remake. I don't know. It could. I'm not saying, but it could be interesting to see Mega Man Legends come back again with this. There's a lot of Capcom on here. Now I'm just looking at it. There's a lot of Capcom games on here. You could tell I like some Capcom games, so. All right. So next one we got here, the mysterious what is this? Masuram Castle. So this one is, it was on the Famicom system in Japan. I thought about this more and more, about this game, for years. And this is like a Legend of Zelda with a samurai style, Japanese style Legend of Zelda game. And I think its name's Takumaru. And this has a really dope design in general. I like the design of it. It's that 90s anime, old school style, like Ghost of the Shell or Cowboy Bebop, you know, kind of deal. Even some 80s like Dragon Ball. And I thought it would be really cool to bring this back. Like I don't think it could this one might be the one that could do a reimagining. This one could be. This one needs like a full-on remake. It needs like it has like an identity crisis, and I think it needs like a whole change. Not like Legend of Zelda, like a copy and paste of Legend of Zelda, which it could. It could do Legend of Zelda, but I think this one could be the point where it becomes Nintendo's own like Sekiro, Dark Souls type of game. Or even like a Ninja Gaiden kind of game. You know, that fast pace or like Devil May Cry style. I feel like this could be Nintendo's kind of version of that. Or like Animashu. Animashu could do it. Onimushi. Whatever. That samurai game. The new one that's coming out, Capcom's making. I could see that also being for the Takumaru one. That game. I think it could do that too. Something in that way. The mysterious Mamisami Castle. I think this one could be interesting to that point. All right, next is Star Fox Assault. And I know people hate it or love it. Everyone's mixed about this game. It's not like most games, but I feel like this one, people are going to be like, interesting. Star Fox Assault. Hear me out here. Star Fox Assault is a good game. I enjoy it. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, the story is really all over the place, but it had the most interesting story. It had the most interesting concept where you can go have your R-Wing, and in your R-Wing, they had different land vehicles. There's different guns. There was a multiplayer aspect of it, which was kind of fun. You can like do some crazy stuff in that too. It was just a good game, I think, in general. And if you added the multiplayer aspect and story mode, it would have been even funner. Is it the best Star Fox game? Probably not, but I did really enjoy it, and I think Star Fox Assault was the last actual like Star Fox game I thought was in general the franchise was in Star Fox that had potential. It had definitely potential for it. So I definitely put Star Fox Assault on that list. Okay, I'm just rambling around now, but I'm going to go through these fast because I don't want you guys to, keep you guys too long. Then we have F-Zero GX, made by Sega. Yes, I just want an F-Zero back. If a new F-Zero game doesn't come out besides F-Zero 99, give me a remake or remaster of F-Zero GX with multiplayer features, a track maker, all sorts of things new. Just give me that. I'd be fine with that. Thank you. I just want an F-Zero game. That just it. And then we got Conker's Bad Fur Day. I could see this just getting a remaster or a port. Just remaster the one was it live and reloaded on Xbox original. Just give me that. I'd be fine with, better textures, a little bit remastered, better movement, obviously, new stuff, like add the multiplayer feature back again because heck, that multiplayer was really fun for Conker's Live and Reloaded. Bad for a day. And yeah, I'm good with that. Then we got the OG Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear Solid, which I was surprised that, they had Metal Gear 3 Remake come out instead. But I think, overall, Metal Gear 1. It was for I think it was the MSX and the Famicom or whatever when it first came out, the first Metal Gear. And it was just a down, it was like what was it? It was a 16 or 8-bit game. And you look down just like the original Metal Gear Solid on PS1. But it's really outdated looking. And I think a revision of that could be interesting to the point where I think it could work. It could work, and doing it again would be pretty cool to see what happened with like a lot of characters that are moving through the franchise, but you never see them again, kind of stories. I think it would be interesting. So yeah, I put Metal Gear on stuff on here. So another one is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Of course, this game got a remaster or a remake on 3DS. If they could, I would love to see them port that on Switch. If not, they do a whole engine, a different engine, a better engine, and remake the whole thing again, 1-to-1. Story's the same. Maybe add more content in there, more quests, more different things to do. Open up the world a bit. You could do so much more. Ocarina of Time is one of the biggest games out there, fan games out there, and it still has a huge fan base. One of the greatest N64 games ever made. So, yeah, I think that one would be an awesome comeback, and it would I think everyone would be hyped for it. In general, a lot of people would enjoy it, and Nintendo. I think Nintendo would kick it out of the park. They would know what to do with this. They would be like, okay, it's the anniversary now. It's time to do this because this was the game that pretty much changed a lot of open world adventure stories and RPG style games, and it was like an experience almost. And I think going back to this would be really awesome. All right, another one is Bloodborne. Of course, everyone wants Bloodborne. I want Bloodborne. Everyone wants Bloodborne. PlayStation doesn't know what to do with Bloodborne, but yeah, Bloodborne, it's a given. I hope it does come one of these days. If it's not, give me a remaster with 60 frames. That's all I want. Thank you. And then we got Final Fantasy IX. So after this Final Fantasy VII trilogy remake gets done, I think it's time for Final Fantasy IX. How would I want it? I would be okay with a remaster or remake. But I don't want it to be remade just like 7 did, where it's a reimagining. I don't want the story to be changed. I want it to be the same as is. I want a lot of things to be the same. Just change visually what it is. Some UI elements, make it feel better to move, control-wise. That's all. It doesn't need a 6-year cycle. I don't think it needs that much of time, but you never know with these development times these days. I don't know. I think it doesn't need to be as crazy graphically as 7 is, I think. It just needs to be, it needs to look good in some way. Maybe if it's a little bit chibi-like, I wouldn't care for it that much. If it's chibi-like, I'd be fine with that. But I think, a nice... It just needs a good art style. It needs a good art style, and I don't care if it plays the same. I just want it to, look good in general, and just replay it again. It's like one of the best, if not the best, Final Fantasies from the series. And then, like I said, Chrono Trigger. Yes, given Chrono Trigger needs to come back. Give me something they did for like Dragon Quest, the 2D remake, something like that. I would love to see it in that kind of style, or Octopath Traveler, or Bravely Default, like that kind of style. This like pixel art style, gameplay wise, RPG with really nice lighting. Just give me that for Chrono Trigger. I would be happy. That's fine with me. All right, and then for the last one, probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's definitely in my top 10 for easily. I think Super Mario 64. And Mario Odyssey doesn't count. I want it to play with modern, obviously with better controls, feeling better. You know what? There could be even a toggle to play it like the N64. That would be amazing. How sluggish and different it is. But just make it with better graphics. Give me more side quests, more lands. Literally make it 1-to-1 the same with just better graphics. That's all I want. This could be a remaster, a remake. I feel like could work too. I don't know. But I feel like the engine would just make this game way more easier. The engine itself. The hard part about this game was the controls, was the camera angles. In general, fighting with it while also trying to pull out all these cool moves. It was something. It was something. It's one of the greatest games 3D wise. I think one of the best 3D Mario games out there, besides Mario Galaxies, obviously, but an Odyssey, that's pretty good. But yeah, I think Super Mario 64 definitely would be number one on this list here. But yeah, this is what I just put, guys. Just wanted to go through them one by one. Sorry if I went too long with this one. I just wanted to tell you what I thought for each one, because I'll be making a video about this probably shortly. I will be writing something for this. I don't know what it's going to be like, what kind of type of video going to be like, but it is like a top 10, top 20 kind of deal. I will see. Maybe I'll try to organize this and change things around. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see with that. But yeah, I think that's the last topic for today, guys. I thank you so much for watching this long, guys. Don't forget to like the stream before you leave. Like the stream and sub if you're new here. If you enjoyed what you saw, I appreciate it very much. We have a lot of interesting topics here and a lot of videos. We have a lot of entertainment, pop culture, movies, TV shows, and gaming on here. So definitely check it out. Check out me on my other social media platforms, link in below in the description, as well as other places as well. I thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be back probably on Friday. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Okay? So, yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you soon, guys. Let's end this. End this off. All right. See you guys in the next one. There's that curtain. Oh, there it is. Curtains closing. Bye, guys. See ya. Have a good day, all.
Are you not entertained?